So tomorrow is a big day for me, and what you're seeing on the screen right now is not Halo gameplay, it is indeed Hollow Knight Silksong gameplay. So tomorrow, we have Eagles football coming back and the NFL starting officially, go Birds, and Hollow Knight Silksong is releasing, and that's honestly a sentence and a phrase that I cannot believe that I'm actually saying. So even though I do commentary about, just general life stuff, I do in fact enjoy playing video games in my spare time, and Hollow Knight Silksong has been a game that I've been waiting so long for. It's almost, I think it might be the game I've waited the longest for, except for maybe like Kingdom Hearts 3. Like I remember back on like the PS3, my brother and I were like, oh, when Kingdom Hearts 3 comes out, and little did we know it would be 10, 15 years later that game would actually come out. But in my spare time, when I play single-player games, my favorite genre of game is Metroidvanias, or are Metroidvanias. And the big three for me are Super Metroid, which I think is the only perfect game ever created. It's not my favorite game ever, but it's the only game I'd give a 10 out of 10 to, because I can't think of anything I would change. Castlevania Symphony of the Night is the other one. And then the final one is the original Hollow Knight. Those are like the holy trinity of Metroidvanias to me. And as soon as this game got announced that it wasn't going to just be DLC, and it would indeed be an entire fully fledged sequel, of course I was excited for it. And I wishlisted it on Steam back in 2019. So it's been a very, very long time that I've waited for this game. And as you know from the clown nose memes of the Hollow Knight fans, every single Nintendo Direct, every single Xbox showcase, whatever it is, all anyone ever did was just beg for Hollow Knight news. Is there anything on this game? And Team Cherry, very few people working there, have been notoriously silent about this game forever. We didn't know if it was like development hell. Funny enough, turns out it's not, thankfully. But, finally, after all of this time of no news or anything, they just drop, hey, it's coming out, and it's coming out in like 2 weeks. Which is so funny and just like them to do. And I can't believe it. Now, this is going to be the last time that I can discuss this game before it comes out. So I figured, why not jump on the microphone and just, talk about Hollow Knight Silksong. So I mentioned earlier that the game was not in development hell like we all thought. There was an interview that went out where the people at Team Cherry were actually saying the reason why it took so long is because they were having so much fun making the game. And apparently the game has been gone. Or, the game has been completed for a long time. And they just kept wanting to add stuff to it. And if you see this, release trailer, which just looks fantastic. 40 plus bosses, 200 plus enemy types, the hand-drawn world, everything about Hollow Knight to me in this game just bleeds passion and just bleeds developers that care about this game and care about the product they're making. And video games nowadays really are missing that to me. Like, I feel like that's something a lot of people say, like, developers don't care or video games don't hit the same anymore. And I'm not someone who fully falls in that camp. I think there's always been crap games released, and I think there's always been great games released, but I do think that video games peaked from the PlayStation 2 era to the 360 era, halfway through the 360 era in that time, and it's slowly been dwindling down. But even for the people that are the most cynical with video games, you have to just look at this game, even if it's not your style, which I totally understand, Metroidvanias aren't for everyone, but you just have to look at this and smile. A small team that is just passionate, cares about their product, puts all their effort in the world, doesn't release a half-baked game, just pours every bit of love they have into it. And not to mention, this is probably, in my opinion, the most anticipated indie game ever released. I think it is, in my opinion, the most anticipated indie game. You can, tell me if I'm wrong in the comments. And to release it at $20, nonetheless, they could have charged $40 and still been good guys and say, hey, it's, most games are like $70, $80 now. This is $40. They could have charged $60 or even $70. And yet they chose to release this for 20 bucks. So for me, I'm going to buy this on Steam, and I'm going to buy this on my Nintendo Switch too, just to support them, because giving this game away that they've spent so much time on and put this much effort into for 20 bucks, when they easily could have slapped a $40 to $70 price tag on it and no one would have said anything. $40, they still would have been the good guys. So for 20 bucks to get a game of this caliber is just unheard of nowadays, and I want to support it. I'm going to buy it twice. I can't wait to play it in ultra wide because they said it's, going to support 21:9. It's just really fun to me, because as an adult, obviously things don't hit the same as they did when we were a kid. Like, we all remember like the Halo 2 midnight launch, as we're all Halo fans on this channel, or the Halo 3 or Halo Reach. We all have that game. And I feel like as adults, we don't have that same hype level. So for me to actually have a hype level to this degree for a game, I felt like I just had to get on the microphone and talk about it. I cannot wait for Eagles football, go Birds, and more importantly, to finally play this game that I have waited so long for, patiently. The Hollow Knight community has waited, and we are finally going to be able to play the game. And I love Team Cherry. I love that they put the players first. They didn't give review codes and all that stuff because they said it wouldn't be fair to the Kickstarters. The people that backed the game, they should be able to be the first ones to play it. And I completely agree. I don't need to hear what IGN or some of these people have to say about this game to know if I want to play it. I can just look at it and know I want this game. So I can't wait to play it. I just wanted to rant a little bit. I'm sorry I missed the video on Monday. I was up in Orlando celebrating Labor Day, and I'm going to be back on schedule and all that. I just got busy with work and school and everything. So I hope everyone had a fantastic 3-day weekend. If you did, if you had to work, I hope you made some good money. And yeah, hopefully, you can pick up Hollow Knight Silksong if, you're interested, and go Birds, baby.